Hello and welcome to Transcend-ing Tarotcast. Bam, bam, bam. Collective card, 10 of Cups. This is sweet. 10 of Cups represents emotional fulfillment in all levels, all areas. It just means you're in bliss. 10 of Cups is bliss in one word, right? So we're meant to be working on our setting ourselves free from the status quo, finding our sense of true self and freedom this month as a collective. So this card being here means this week we should feel it. We should feel what it's like, even if we don't fully achieve it on the whole body level to the point that it happens exactly right now. We should have the feeling of what it is like to feel that freedom, to feel that fulfilled, to have that bliss that comes with emotional satisfaction. Yay! Aries, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a sweet energy of the seeker of what is there, what is beyond, how can we explore the unknown and all these energies that are, out there for us. The danger here is creating higher expectations than the truth, than the reality, and therefore eventually becoming disappointed. But having said that, you have judgment for the month, so you're meant to be reflecting on what causes you to do your own self-sabotaging. So this card may be here to tell you that that's exactly it. You might be creating such high expectations, idealizing things so much that when the time comes, you always constantly feel disappointed. So this week, your task is to start bringing those expectations down. Stop expecting, actually. Try and work on what it's like to live without expectations. Harder said than done. Sorry. Easier said than done, harder done than said. But try that. Try how would it feel to not have expectations. That in itself can be highly, highly freeing, which is what we are all trying to work towards this month. Taurus, Knight of Wands. So, Knight of Wands is all about having so much fire and so much passion that it kind of is out of control and things start happening too fast, and because of that you miss out on a lot or you make mistakes. You have the star for the month, so you're meant to be healing, you're meant to be figuring out how to overcome and how to heal the wounds that then cause your self-sabotaging behavior. And here it is. You go, you speed on, you don't allow yourself time to process things, and you just want to get to the next thing. So just slow down and allow yourself time to process, because it's through that process that you can integrate the lessons and not repeat them again. Gemini. Ooh, Gemini, 7 of Swords. Okay, so you have the Lovers, and so you're meant to be figuring out how you possibly cause self-sabotaging behavior within your relationships and the union that you might have with other people and yourself. And the 7 of Swords represents suspicion and betrayal and lack of trust. So that's what you need to think about. Where are you not trusting? Why are you not trusting? Why are you not trusting? Do you trust yourself? Because usually if you can't trust other people, it's not because that you can't trust other people, it's because you can't trust yourself. So this week you have to go deep into this idea of self-trust and figure out how to build it up. Cancer, the Knight of Pentacles. All the knights are coming out today. The Knight of Pentacles. So you have the High Priestess, and so you're meant to be understanding how self-sabotaging tendencies could be interfering with your spiritual path and the progress of your spiritual path. And the Knight of Pentacles comes to say that you take things too slowly. You're almost too meticulous. You're almost too, everything needs to be perfect before I can move on. But it's not perfectionism either. It's more like, I need to feel ready. The thing is, we never feel ready. And because you're naturally kind of shy, it's harder to then take the leap of faith. But that is sort of what's blocking your spiritual path as well, is taking things too slow. So for you, this week is, all right, let's speed things up a little bit, okay? Leo, you got the King of Pentacles. So it's your structures that we're talking about here. You have the Tower for the month. You have a very powerful combination of change and destruction and getting everything that doesn't work for you out of the way, like, right? And the King of Pentacles says that this week, what you need to deal with in doing that job is the structures in your life. How are things structured? Because the way they're structured actually doesn't work for you, and that's why you have to destroy them so you can start new structures that are going to be aligned with who you are. Virgo, the moon. All right, so what do you have? You have death. So we said last week that you're going into the cocoon, right? You're going into the cocoon for this month, and you are meant to go through a process, a deep process of transformation and understanding what your self-sabotage patterns are, and transforming those and shifting those. And the moon really represents the subconscious. So this week, the job in this cocoon is actually being in the cocoon is very much the moon. So this week, your job is to really, really, really dive deep inside and listen to everything your subconscious is doing. This is high awareness, high observation job that you need to have this week. Like, observe everything that you're doing subconsciously, right? Any action that you take that you didn't consciously think, I'm going to do this, observe it. It's like, all right, I just did this right now. Where is it coming from? Just observe everything as much as you can, because it will be very beneficial to have this knowledge later on. Libra, the Hermit. So you had the Empress for the month. So we spoke about the state of flow, how you're self-sabotaging your own state of flow by creating maybe more stress around you. And the Hermit says this week you really need to step out of yourself, step out of your life, step out and be the observer from the top. So you're not involved in the details of what happens, but you have the whole clear picture, right? And when you have this clear picture, then you can start joining the dots. You can start putting the dots in the I's and the crosses and the T's and all of these things. So how is your flow being impacted when you are in the details? You step out, you look at the big picture to get your answers. Scorpio, Ace of Pentacles. All right, Scorpio, so we had the Fool. We have the new journey, the new beginning, and how can we catch our self-sabotaging tendencies so the conditioning doesn't come through as we start this new journey, right? And the Ace of Pentacles is also a new beginning. So everything's aligning here. The Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of something bigger and new, and a new cycle in the material realm. So something that has been manifested through to the material realm. This can be projects, this can be work, this can be things, this can be anything that becomes, material, physical here. So it's still a process of new. It's still a process of leap of faith, jumping in, something big, catching the self-sabotaging in time so it doesn't repeat itself. And because you had a big transformation month last month, the energy is there to now put things into work to start this new cycle, right? And the cards are showing it. So there's another new thing for you this week. Sagittarius, the Hierophant. All right, so you have the world for the month. So we were concluding, you're coming to conclusions and concluding and coming to the end of a big self-sabotaging pattern for you. And the Hierophant is the teacher. In this case, we're looking at it as the teacher. And as you're going through this process of concluding, it's time to find either a teacher outside that can guide you through this process of closing the cycle, or the teacher within you that has learned all the lessons of this cycle and is ready to integrate these lessons in order to then start a new cycle afterwards. Capricorn, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. All right, you had the Chariot. So this was about finding your independence, finding a way of keeping your energy under your own control. And the Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. So you plant your fruits, you do some of the work, and you might not see results straight away. And that is normal. That is okay. That's how life works. That's how nature works, right? So just be patient with yourself this week. Understand that you have to keep doing the work and the results will come. They will. Just not as quickly as you want them to. So relax. They'll come. Surrender. Accept that things do take time. Aquarius, Temperance. So we had the Hermit. So we were saying you needed to look at the big picture to start understanding what is the self-sabotaging, how you can fix it, blah, blah, where's the solution. And Temperance is about balance. It's about having this understanding of what your priorities are in your life, and then creating the perfect balance of how much energy are you giving to each of these things that are in the order of the priority, right? So that's what you need to do this week. This week you need to make make a life priority. It's not just work, it's not just relationships, it's not just it's life, it's you. What are your priorities in life? What is important to you in life? Make a priority, make it in order, a priority list, put it in order of what is the highest priority, the most important thing for you in life, and the something that's a priority but is not the most, maybe you can live without it. And then start allocating or start thinking of how much energy, which translates to time really, how much time and energy do you want to give to each so you have your perfect balance. Pisces, the world. So we had last week when we had the monthly reading, we talked about how you may not be being fair to everyone, including yourself. There is an equilibrium of fairness that needs to be found between what you need and what the people around you and your loved ones need, and how do you create your actions to be fair for everyone. And the world this week says that it's a process that it will come to completion. You will be able to understand how to do this, and you'll be able to apply it, and maybe you can close this cycle and find more loving energy around you as well because of closing this cycle, because of understanding, all right, because if you're not being fair to others but your loved ones, then you also hurting yourself back. So when you are in sort of harmony with the people around you, you're also being fairer to yourself. You're bringing more loving energy to yourself. So maybe this week you can conclude the cycle. All right, beautiful people, thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next week for another Tarotcast. Lots and lots of love.